What's happening, guys? So today I want to talk a little bit about automation because I know it's a buzzword at the moment and people are either really excited or maybe a little bit petrified about what's going to happen with the whole thing. And the reason this is actually tweaked for me is because I was talking to a coaching client the other day and he mentioned to me that he'd seen an email from Google which basically said that Google is going to start potentially managing your accounts for you. And I'd heard about this as well on a few blogs myself, and I just found it really interesting because over time Google's gradually shifted and moved into basically taking over a lot of the management of your activity for you. They started to introduce smart bidding and then dynamic ad copy, and now in this email apparently some advertisers that have received it are being told that Google will start making changes for them. Things like changing the account structure, the ad group structure, the keywords that are in there, even the creative and the ad copy, and still the bids. Now, they go on to say that they're not going to change the budgets, which is fine, but with the other changes they're potentially going to make, it still might not work out in your best interest because it's not necessarily going to be as efficient as possible. Now, I say that firstly, being a little cynical because it's Google's platform and they're probably going to make changes that are indirectly in the benefit of Google. And by that I mean what might make Google the most money. They still may do a good job for you, but I suppose the point of me wanting to talk about this is that Google aren't going to know the context of your business. And I think that's really important to keep in mind, that it's maybe great on the surface to think that they can go and do this for you and you can automate it and save time. But I think we need to find a bit of a balance in terms of how much we automate and how much time we save versus how much we still need to input ourselves. And I don't think it's about one extreme or the other. I think it's that happy medium. I do believe some of the automation things that Google provide are good, but they still need that contextualization, because no one's going to know your business better than you do. And so I just find it really interesting that people might be willing to let this happen. And it's a little sneaky in some ways. You know, Google are saying that they are going to, basically after 7 days of receiving this email that's gone out to some people, this feature will trigger automatically. So if you've got the email and you don't want this, I would recommend opting out. And whilst you can still opt out after the event, I just think giving complete control and giving the keys to the car to Google fully, or any automation system, this isn't just about Google, isn't the best way to go. You know, you need to input your own business knowledge. You know what your business plans are. You know what the decisions made in a boardroom were. You know what you're planning to do in Q4 or on Black Friday or the January sales or whatever it might be with your vertical. And that insight and that knowledge is something that Google and an algorithm is never going to know. And I just think we need to remember that and not lose sight of it, that really for all the benefits that automation is going to give, and I'm all for them and the time they're going to save, there still needs to be that strategic human input and that context, because without context all this other stuff is completely meaningless. So I want to make a little video about this because I know this email's gone around. I think not everyone's got it, but I have the feeling a lot of small businesses are going to have received it. And so if you are one of those, I just hope that maybe this helps you get a little bit more insight into maybe how you could approach it. Maybe if you haven't got the email, I just think it's an important conversation to be having around contextualizing what we're doing here and finding a balance between getting stuff automated and actually having a bit of input ourselves. So thanks for watching, thanks for taking the time, and please do share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because there's always going to be more content coming, and I appreciate you watching and taking the time to do so. I will be back soon with something else for you guys.